Stop. Everything you've been told about achieving glass skin is a carefully curated marketing lie. We see the influences with the ring lights, the filtered textures, and the 10-step routines that cost more than your monthly rent. But what actually happens when you strip away the branding and put these viral hacks under a microscope? I'm the founder of ECO Lab, and I've spent the last 30 days using my own face as a petri dish to test the 5 most viral skincare trends of 2026. From fermented kitchen scraps to freezing my cells in sub-zero water, I've tracked the pH levels, the moisture barriers, and the microscopic surface damage of every single method. One of these hacks is an absolute miracle that costs $0. Another one is quite literally scarring your skin and inviting premature aging into your pores. Today, we are ending the guesswork. We are ranking these from banned from the lab to holy grail status. If you want the truth about what works in your skincare market right now, you're in the right place. Let's get to work. We're starting with the heavy hitter, fermented rice water. This isn't a new trend, it is an ancient secret, but TikTok has distorted how to actually use it. Most people think you just rinse some rice, splash the cloudy water on your face, and wait for the glow. That is a waste of rice. Plain rice water is just surface starch. It sits on top of your skin and is absolutely nothing for your cellular turnover. To unlock the real power, you need the fermentation process. During the 30-day ECO lab trial, I monitored the chemical shift that happens when rice water sits at room temperature for 24 hours. This process creates a substance called pitera. If that sounds familiar, it is because it is the primary ingredient in luxury serums that sell for over $200. It is a yeast-derived liquid gold packed with amino acids, minerals, and organic acids. In week 1 of the trial, I noticed a slight reduction in my baseline redness. By week 2, the glass skin effect wasn't just a shine, it was a change in texture. My skin felt more resilient. But here is the critical warning I found in the lab. On day 15, I forgot a batch on the counter for 48 hours instead of 24. The pH dropped to low, the bacteria count tripled, and I woke up with 3 cystic whiteheads. If it smells like vinegar, it is a weapon, not a toner. You must refrigerate it, and you must use it within 5 days. When done correctly, this is the strongest $0 competitor to luxury skincare in existence. Now, let us move to the hack I officially banned from the ECO lab on day 3, the coffee scrub. We've been fed the natural is better narrative for decades. But natural does not always mean safe. Influencers love the aesthetic of rubbing coffee grounds on their face, claiming the caffeine wakes up the skin. Here is what I saw under a 10x macro lens. Coffee grounds aren't smooth. They are jagged, sharp, and look like tiny shards of obsidian. When you massage these into the delicate skin of your face, you are creating micro tears. These are microscopic lacerations in your skin barrier that you can't see with the naked eye, but your immune system feels them. These tears invite bacteria deep into the dermis, which is why so many people experience purging after a scrub. It's not a purge, it's an infection. Furthermore, this trauma causes post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. You're trying to scrub away dark spots, but you're actually creating the inflammation that causes them. I replaced my scrub with a $2 chemical exfoliant hack using lactic acid. Lactic acid is the gentle giant of the AHA family. Instead of ripping cells off like a saw, it dissolves the glue that holds dead skin together. In the lab, the lactic acid side of my face showed a 40% increase in moisture retention compared to the coffee side, which showed chronic dehydration and redness. If you have a bag of coffee in your bathroom, move it to your kitchen or use it on your legs, but keep it away from your face. The third experiment was the battle of the barriers. Slugging versus the new 2026 trend, skin glazing. Slugging involves coating your face in petroleum jelly to seal in moisture. For people with extremely dry skin or compromised barriers, it's a medical-grade savior. But in the ECO lab, I tested this on a eccentric combination skin type. By day 10 of slugging, my skin felt hydrated, but my pores felt heavy. Petroleum is an occlusive. It seals everything in, including your own sebum and sweat. If you're acne-prone, slugging is like putting a plastic wrap over a volcano. Enter skin glazing. This is the sophisticated evolution of the trend. Instead of one heavy occlusive, glazing is about layering high-quality humectants and ceramides. I used a milky toner followed by a peptide-rich emollient. The visual result, a glazed donut finish that actually breathes. In the lab, the glazing side maintained a healthy pH of 5.5, while the slugging side began to skew slightly more acidic due to trapped bacteria. If you live in a humid environment or have even a hint of oil in your T-zone, glazing is the 2026 standard. Slugging is for the winter. Glazing is for the glow. Hack number 4 took me to my physical limit, the 5 a.m. ice dunk. This involves submerging your face in a bowl of ice and water for 30 seconds to snatch the skin and kill puffiness. Scientifically, this works through vasoconstriction. The extreme cold forces blood vessels to shrink, pushing fluid away from the face. I did this for 7 days straight. The results are undeniable. It is a natural facelift. My under-eye bags vanished in exactly 10 seconds. However, the ECO lab data shows this is a temporary fix. Within 2 hours, the blood returns to the surface, and the puffiness often returns with a vengeance, a process called reactive hyperemia. Moreover, I found that direct contact with ice can cause broken capillaries, especially around the nose. These are permanent red spider veins that require laser surgery to fix. If you're going to do this, use a cloth buffer. It's a great emergency hack before a big event, but as a daily routine, it's too much trauma for the skin cells to handle long term. Finally, we tested face tape, the Botox in a box method. The idea is to tape your skin back at night to train the muscles not to frown or furrow. I wore medical grade tension tape for 7 nights. While it did physically prevent me from frowning, the results were entirely superficial. Muscles aren't trained by being held still for 8 hours. They are strengthened or weakened by neurological signals. By day 4, the real problem emerged: contact dermatitis. The adhesive used on most face tapes is not designed for 8-hour facial contact. I woke up with a red, itchy rash that took 3 days to heal. I found a much more effective 2026 alternative in the lab, replacing the tape with a silk pillowcase and a 5-minute Gua Sha routine. The silk reduces the friction that causes sleep wrinkles, and the Gua Sha moves the lymph fluid without the need for harsh adhesives. After 30 days, thousands of data points, and a few minor breakouts, the ranking is clear. Coming in at number 5, the coffee scrub. It is a relic of the past and a danger to your barrier. Number 4, face tape. The risk of skin irritation far outweighs the 20-minute smoothing effect. Number 3, the ice dunk. A solid tool for your emergency kit, but not a lifestyle. Number 2, skin glazing. The most effective way to protect your barrier in a modern, high-pollution environment. And the number 1 holy grail of the ECO lab, fermented rice water. It is the only hack that consistently improves texture, brightness, and resilience without a single cent spent. But remember the ECO lab's golden rule: products are only 20% of the equation. Your biology, what you eat, and how you sleep is the other 80%. In our next 30-day experiment, I am cutting out processed sugar to see if we can eat our way to glass skin. If you want to see the microscopic results of that internal test, you know what to do. Subscribe, join the ECO Lab community, and stop guessing about your skin. Let's start testing. Stay glowing.